Hello, universe. How was the rest of your weekend? Was it good? How was Manic Monday? Was it busy? Mine was fairly busy. Once again, I've come on here without really any particular topic in mind today. I suppose one of the things I could talk about is not necessarily, disappointment. As of right now, there's little reason to believe that I got the assignment that I bid on. For a couple of reasons. Number one, usually in this situation, when you do a bid like that, the material goes from Houston. Well, in this case, it's coming from Houston, but it goes to Austin, and usually within a day, the director has decided. It's now late Monday, so if he didn't decide on Friday, he probably decided today and called the person who got the assignment. I called my contact at the state locally to try and get a hold of him and ask him if he had heard anything, and his voicemail was all I got, so he may be out for today, I don't really know. The other reason I'm thinking about it is because, as I may have mentioned before, the gentleman who is currently operating this facility and planning to leave wants to get out as quickly as possible because of his health issues. So there's a good chance he's pushed for them to make a quick decision. So it's possible there's a solid likelihood I'm just waiting for a letter of rejection. Which is, it's not great, but I didn't necessarily expect another assignment to come through anyway, to be honest. I'm just very happy that I'm getting my debt down quite a bit, and I can start saving up more money to do the things I really want to be doing long term. That's what I'm really looking forward to right now. Everything else is just a bonus, really. Like I said, this is not what I expect to be in long term, because I don't have a great assignment that makes a good income so that I can balance it with something else until I make more money in another field. So, or in the field that I really want to be making money at, which is media. But I think disappointment is as much a door closing as opening, because it keeps you reassessing your circumstances and saying, okay, well, if I'd gotten this, it would have been more time. I'm sure I would have had time to work on some of the things I really wanted to spend money more on, like making a short film or doing theater or whatever. But it also would have kept my days a little more occupied work-wise and kept me away from doing things like this, like writing scripts or doing theater and such. So in a way, it's a good thing, and it's another door that opens up opportunity where I get to assess and say, okay, what's really important? The extra money would have helped me get my debt down, even though it would have increased it temporarily, but it would have helped me get my debt down faster. But now I can just focus my energy, get my debt down, and then move on to the next things I really want to be doing. Or while moving on to the next things I really want to be doing. So that's in a way, a really good thing. So don't be disappointed if things don't always turn out. I know it can be sad, but remember, rejection in a way can be a lesson to you. Like I said, disappointment can be as much of a door opening as it is one closing. You can learn from it. Just look for what would have been the negatives of getting the thing you wanted, and what are the positives, the bigger part, of not getting it, you know? Because there's always positives to things. If you didn't get the job you wanted, maybe long term you would have been miserable in the job. Because if they didn't feel like you were a good fit, and they hired you because they had no other candidates, and ultimately they wouldn't have been happy with you, and it probably would have shown. Or you got the job and you were tied to something and you couldn't look for a job that you really wanted to because you just took a job. So always remember, there's always a silver lining somewhere. You just have to keep looking for it. And I'm not saying I know 100% that I didn't get the assignment, but I think there's probably about a 90% chance that I didn't get it. And like I said, it just gives me more things to work on to get my life where I want it to be. Save up money, put it aside, and poof, get out of here. Get back into what I really want to be doing, or focus my attention on what I really want to be doing. Ultimately, maybe that's a sign for me telling me, you know, I don't want you spending any more time, or the universe doesn't want me spending any more time on the vending, because that's not my destination in life, in this experience. I have other roads I'm supposed to travel, and it wants me to prepare for that. And if I do get it, maybe it's telling me it wants me to work at this for a while and save up more money. I mean, there's always, like I said, there's always plus and minuses to everything. Just don't let disappointment overwhelm you and make you feel like you're less of a person. Because I really felt like, while I'm sure I could have done a lot of things, some things better, for sure, I feel like I did the best I could under the circumstances of what I had to work with. And that's pretty much it. So did you hear that the Catholic Church, that Pope Francis said he was not going to speak negatively about people who were gay? He wasn't going to demoralize them? It's a big change. It's a big difference from the Catholic Church previously. He didn't say he was going to accept them necessarily, but he said he wasn't going to demoralize them. And that could come down to the philosophy that I've heard from a couple of people who are religious, which is that you don't condemn the person, you condemn the sin. So you don't say there's something wrong with these people, so you're not demoralizing them in a sense. What you're saying though is, we don't support that sinful behavior. We're not going to hate the people. We're not going to judge the sinner, we're going to judge the sin. Because everybody's essentially sinful. No one is a holy person per se, or what's the word I'm looking for? A saint. Definitely very interesting though. Start seeing it more and more. there's a change occurring in that, at least for the positive in some way, and that's a good thing. Very happy to see that evolution. And tomorrow is my brother's birthday. He turns 39. And I'm not going to get to see him for his birthday. I'm sad about that in a way. Because I do have a close connection to my mom and my brother, and I love them very, very much. And I wish I could see them, but one of the guys on the team is having some medical issues he's dealing with. So I need to be available in case he can't work. I wish many blessings to people who have health issues right now. I've been very fortunate to have any major health issues, at least not that I'm aware of right now. My mom is having some with potential tendinitis and diverticulitis. And it's just... I wish we could all just be happy and healthy in the world. I really do. And health issues can definitely shorten your time with people. Excuse me. When she needed a break, a little time away, I went to Kiev with some kind of lead, but she met at the bank. There's nothing wrong with her higher, except what's wrong with me. I really like Drew Carey, see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So sort of a short one today. Still staying consistent and still at it. And maybe I'll have some more to talk about tomorrow. I certainly hope so. I do want to say though, as I close out, that I've heard from a weather perspective that Tropical Storm Flossie, which sounds like a horse, by the way, is expected to hit Hawaii overnight. And I know one person in Hawaii, and while I don't have as close of a connection with her as I would like, or talk to her as often, I hope she and everyone she knows and everyone in Hawaii in general make it through this storm without any major injury or deaths. This is a case where storms can be dangerous and threatening to people, and rain cannot be helpful. So, if you happen to be in Hawaii I hope you will be safe, or you have survived and endured this storm safely. Don't do anything rash or try and do anything to be cool by getting out in the rain if it becomes very, very dangerous. Remember that you're important to this world. You have the ability to be a positive contribution. So, with that said, to everyone, take care. Take great care. Remember that opportunity is always there. You have to hunt for it sometimes, but it's there. And above all else, live with passion. See you tomorrow.